Doom boom boom. Ba da ba boom boom ba din ba din 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 din. Ba da ba da ba ba da ba boom boom ba dee ba da bum bum boo doo boo 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 ba dee ba da boom ba da ba boom ba da bum bang. Why am I in a good mood? Because we're rocking. We're doing really, really well. Hey, Alex, how are you, mate? Looking forward to tomorrow, mate. All right, we're still on for tomorrow, 2 p.m. Hey, Sergio, how you doing? I hope you guys all enjoyed last night's live chat with Paul. I thought that was really good fun, talking about businesses and stuff. And yes, I have had a haircut and I've had a trim. Look, you can see it all here. Look, I've had a trim. Right, and I've had a haircut as well. Hey, Zika Media. Hey, Sean, how you doing? I'm in a great mood because this website that we've been working on is just coming together in a wonderful, wonderful way. Hey, Big Kahuna, hope you're all right. And I'll tell you what, when you're working on a website, right, and it just... I just love the look of it. I love how the clients come on board as well with some ideas I gave them. They had their ideas as well. We met in the middle. You know, we've had conversations and they are, it just works. I mean, this hasn't been populated yet, and ignore that image because I wanted to show her how depending on the type of images you go for, it will affect how your post looks. But, you know, it's really, really good. And I like how they were on board with everything we created, with the style of the site. But everything's been done in Hello. By the way, this is all Hello, the way I wanted to present it. This is all done in single post Elementor template, no extra plugins or anything like that. And it's just working really, really well. It's just a nice, easy to look at website. And what I also like, hey Shaveen, what I also like is how, the search thing, I said, look, let's go for the full screen search. And I moved up I just love it. I love it. I really, really like it when things are working well. And by the way, this is showing you how I like to use the all-in-one WP migration. So when you're doing a big change to the website, like you're putting in a different plugin or you're doing something, I like to take regular full-on backups and then I download them to my hard drive. So if anything goes full-on corrupt, I've got a full-on copy. I mean, this takes seconds. Takes seconds to do, so I do recommend that sometimes it's not a bad idea to do. Hey Maddie, how are you? How you feeling and how you doing? Hey Mia. Hope you're okay, and I hope you're feeling good. What is the largest site? Hey, Chillstar, what is the largest site you typically work on? I don't know, Sean. I think it's like... I've worked on one website, which was about 30 pages, and it was 30 English pages, 30 Spanish pages, 30 French pages, 30 German, and 30 Italian. That was a real difficult job because I don't know half of them, and it wasn't even done with a translator plugin. They were like full on built out. Sergio, I'm going to start this off with a question. When a client contacts you for the first time through a recommendation, do you tax him for the research that you do before you actually come with it? Well, Sergio, how much research are you doing? How much research? How much research are you doing? Hey, Nikos. Hey, Dave. By the way, before I answer Sergio's question, I hope you appreciate that last night I discovered that problem with Elementor 3.11, loop grid, and the form. So if you've got a loop grid, say on your home page, and then you've got a subscribe form, it won't work. It won't work. However, no, it weren't that many pages, Sean. It was near enough, quite a lot. Yeah, it is a nightmare. But Elementor are looking into it, and it seems like they will have a solution for it. So I spent 4 hours trying to work out what was going on here, inspecting, trying out solutions, and in the end, I just rolled back to 3.10.3. And I'm surprised that they hadn't picked up on this, or no one else had as well. I think, Dave, you know the loop grid? I think there's some code in the loop grid that's not closed off properly. So what happens is everything else below is somehow getting pulled into some code. So there's JavaScript in the loop grid, and I think it's impacting on anything that sits below. It's an odd one, isn't it? Anyway, back to Sergio, right? Back to Sergio's question. When do you tax? Right. If someone asks me a question and I can very easily answer it, then there's no research involved. If, however, they want me to start looking into a solution or a methodology, how much time would you put into that? And you've got to imagine, let me think of a good situation here. You've got to imagine how many other businesses out there would do that for free. Some people have a call-out charge, plumbers, gas engineers. There comes a point where you could do a day or two's worth of effort for nothing. And you don't get paid for it. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? I had an analogy yesterday for this, and I can't remember what it was, because Ground Pets asked a similar question. And I said something along the lines of, I can't remember what it was now. We had a similar question about this yesterday where Ground Pets wanted me to look into something. And I said, well, how much time do I put in? Because I'm devaluing my time if I just give away things for free all the time, right? I can't think of a good situation here. I really can't. Which isn't like me, really. Oh no, lawyer. Think of a lawyer. Right? You ring up a solicitor and you ask a very quick question. They might go, yeah, you need to think about X, Y, Z. And off you go. If, however, you contact a solicitor, right, and you've got a big problem and you want to know what you can do, and before you work with them, is the solicitor going to do 2 or 3 hours worth of effort trying to formulate what you need to do? Or will they say, well, yeah, okay, you contract with us and now I am invested into trying to find you a solution? That's right, yeah, there you go, solicitor, yeah. It's that kind of situation, you know. And I think if you're having to read API documents to develop a plugin to sync 8 websites together, that's project time. Whether you achieve the solution or not is a different matter. And I keep saying this. If you've ever worked in a business where you employ a contractor or a project manager to manage a project or whatever, you're going to pay them to do that. If the project was to develop a report and 4 weeks later, the report still isn't built, you're still having to pay them. It's not like we only pay you if the project is complete or the report is done. No, the contractor or the consultant will say, right, it's going to cost you $500 a day. You're going to pay $500 a day, whether they achieve or not. Right? Do you get what I mean? Whether you achieve or not. It's a bit like saying I'm going to pay a driving instructor to pass my driving test. There's no guarantee you're going to pass your driving test, but you still got to pay the driving instructor because it's their time and they're teaching you. Hey Sinan, hey Martin, how you doing? Hope you're all okay. Right, I'm just going to now, I've done a backup on this website. By the way, that issue I reported, hey Stacey, how are you? That issue I reported was actually this client's website. So I had to roll them back to 3.10.2 and 3.10.3 for Elemental Pro. So please do go watch my video if you've not seen it already. I've got Grid Builder on here as well, and the Grid Builder Elemental extension as well. Grid Builder is really, really cool for the loop grid. Anyway, we are now moving into the realms of rank math, we're on the home run with this website. I have to say, so far this website's been a joy. I've done some stuff differently to what I sometimes do with some websites, I have to be honest. But I have really enjoyed working on this website. It's been good fun. And I love it when you work on something which isn't, even though this website is very much text, image, image, text, because of the palette and the branding. Hey Cube WP, how you doing? Because of the branding and the style of it, working on this website for the client has been so much more fun. Because when you have a client who has a vision and they know what they want to achieve, it is so much better. Hey Artif, how you doing? How you feeling, my friend? And don't worry, Artif, tomorrow I start looking at the code snippet thingy-majig, okay? But when you know you're working with someone who has a vision, has an idea for what they want to do. I'm installing Rank Math onto a client's website, by the way, and I'm just going to go through the settings while we're talking. Yeah. A big kahuna, what would I do? With what you do, I'll give no more than 10 minutes of my time for free. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of... I'm just going to not hide... I'm going to hide the screen now because obviously I'm about to connect the account. And I can't show you what I'm doing when I connect the account. Do you know what I mean? Because, you know, I'm now connecting my account and stuff. Manaf, are blogs of ChatGPT ranking on Google? I don't know, Manaf. And to be honest, I would say that it's getting a little bit saturated. Hey, Cube. That's an awfully nice little gesture from you, my friend. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, I must say. I was not expecting that, but hey, thank you very much. Hey, Anthony, how are you doing? Hey, Akram as well. Manaf, ChatGPT is amazing. Super powerful. I love using it. You love using it. My grandma would probably love using it if she knew how to use it. She doesn't know how to use it, but she would probably love using it. But it is becoming saturated. Nearly every TikTok video is ChatGPT. YouTube Shorts, ChatGPT. YouTube videos, ChatGPT. WordPress articles, ChatGPT. Right? There's going to come a point when we start calling our kids, hey G, hey P, hey T. Do you want to have a chat? Hey, let's have a chat. G, P, T. We're going to end up doing that in 5 years' time. You'll be like going, you what? Are your kids real or are they just AI virtual avatars? It is becoming a little bit saturated. I like it, but I am getting a little bit fed up with the amount of posts and stuff out there. Is anyone else feeling that? Is anyone else starting to feel a bit like, oh God, someone else talking about ChatGPT now? Like, come on, how much more can you say about it? You know, until we have a Google version and the Bing version and it's always up and running and it doesn't keep falling down, you know. But is anyone else feeling like that? Yeah, I mean, the thing about ChatGPT is that I think it's becoming really saturated. Like it is everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, though, Dave? I mean, I got nothing against it. I use it every day. So I'm a bit hypocritical here. I use it every day, but it is literally like, you know, yeah. So Sinan, Sinan, you're saying you stopped using after the latest hidden updates. It's generating really bad code. Are you talking about ChatGPT, Sinan? Or are you talking about something else? What are you talking about here? What are you talking about here? Let me just see what we got here. Skip, don't import. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's been, hold on, personal blog, profile, small business site. Sometimes, you know, when you're doing rank math, you have to stop and think about what you're doing, right? So I'm just currently updating this client's website as we're talking. Logo, we haven't got a logo. I don't like this logo that we got here. Logo for Google. No, we'll keep that one. Let me just pick one of her logos over here. We'll go for that one there. No, wrong one. I picked the wrong one. I've picked the wrong one. We want that one there for the logo. Saving. Continue. Sorry, let me go back to the questions. Yeah, me is a little bit fed up as well. Once ChatGPT starts learning more bias, it will be shunned by some. That's a good point, Michael. Yeah, I mean, what I would say, yeah, is you've really got to double check the code and sometimes when it writes the code, say to it, can you refine the code to make sure it works? Can you ensure the code works and get it to be rewritten? And always test it out on a test website. Never ever take any code to ChatGPT. In fact, any code you get from CodePen, in fact, even some of the snippets that I've given out, don't do it on a real website. Always test it out on a staging website or something else, because there is a chance that something else in your website breaks or conflicts. And what I don't want is for you to go and say, Imran, your code broke my website. Because I'll be like, well, did you take a backup? Did you take a staging site? Did you double check? I mean, how do I know what plugins and themes and whatever beta versions you've got? So always test out. You're right, Artif. The world has gone a little bit GPT mad. It's just saturated, isn't it? You know, it's becoming a little bit saturated. I've not paid for the pro version because you can't. No, sorry, you can get it in the UK. I haven't paid for it, mainly because I'm quite happy with the free version. I'm okay with the free version. And number two, we still don't know what Google are going to fully bring out and the Bing version fully going to bring out and stuff like that. Hey, Dave, how are you doing? Yeah, I mean, what I would say, yeah, is I'll have a look at your comments in a moment, Dave. Right. Right, just got to now... Sorry. You know when you're installing rank math, it's a bit difficult trying to talk and think about what you're doing on rank math. Because this is your client's website here, so you want to make sure you do the best you can for them, right? You want to make sure that, you know, you do a good job for them. And that's the thing, you see, for $20, I would like to have been given more, because at the moment all they're saying is you get better uptime. But I know some people who they've paid for it and they still find that they get a little bit of downtime, which I was a bit surprised about. I was a bit like, well, hold on, we're getting a bit of a shadow effect on my face. So I would have expected a little bit more from ChatGPT, but I'm intrigued to know what will Google and Bing do. Well, there's got to be a point when Apple do the same, right, Artif? Wouldn't you say? You know, and for me, it seems like everyone everywhere is going to do their own version. And wouldn't it be great if we just had one super version? I don't like it. It's a bit like Wikipedia. We're all used to using Wikipedia, right? If there's too many different versions, which ChatGPT is the best one to use? It'll be like internet browsers, won't it? Yeah, see, that's what I mean, Sean. $20 a month. If you've paid and you're still locked out for a few hours, you start to wonder, what's the $20 for then? Yeah, I mean, I tend to use it very early in the morning or late at night, and then I never have any lockout issues already. Yeah, Siri is, in a way, you're right, Sinan. Siri is the chat GPT, except Siri's rubbish at writing code, right? Manaf, good plugin for comparison table. Have you tried QI add-ons? QI add-ons, I think, have a good comparison one. They also have a very good calculator as well, which you might like. Oh, Amazon will definitely try and get in on it. And that's what I mean. There's going to come a point where we're going to have Safari, Chrome, Bing, Google, which is Chrome, the normal ChatGPT. Amazon might do it. It's going to start to become very, very saturated. Shaveen, off topic, what is better? Okay, in my opinion, neither of them are brilliant. What do I mean by that? Tutor LMS is more lighter than LearnDash. Tutor LMS is also, I believe, cheaper than LearnDash. In fact, Tutor LMS I think is free. I think. Unless you need to get extensions. And LearnDash, there's quite a lot of price upfront commitment. What are you really getting out of these LMSs? What do you really want? Do you want the timeline project completion thing? Do you want the certificate? What are you really after? So rather than saying is Tutor LMS, is LearnDash, is Learn This, is Learning LMS or whatever, LMS, rather than what is better, the question you should be asking is, what do you want? What do you want? What does your client want? And then you look at the solutions. There's loads of LMSs. There's theme-based LMSs. There's plugin-based. There are... what's that one called? Oh, God, what's that one called that loads of people use? Oh, I can't remember the name. Begins with K. Oh, my God, I can't remember. I can't remember the name. It's expensive. What's it called? I can't remember now. It's used by lots of people with training. Why can't I not remember the name? Anyway, there's loads of different solutions. But you've got to look at what do you want to get out of it. Because I could easily say to you, Tutor LMS all day long. But it might not do what you want. It's like someone saying, no, not Moodle. Not Moodle. Begins with, I know this. It begins with K. Anyway, so what you got to do, is like, imagine someone says to you, what's the better car? A BMW 4 Series or a Range Rover, right? And I go, oh yeah, the BMW all day long. But you have a family of 7 people. The Range Rover now is better for you. So depending on what you need, no, not Cadence, Atif, not Cadence. No, not Moodle. It's a LMS. It's an Kajabi. Sam Rizzi's got it. Kajabi. That's it. Kajabi. That's it. Told you it was K. Kajabi. A lot of coaches use Kajabi, right? Very expensive. So do you go with a theme, a plugin, a fully built system like Kajabi, Kajabi, whatever you want to go for, okay? And then you decide there. But never ever say to someone what's better, because unless we know your spec, we don't know. Thank you, Sambo. You got there, okay? Thank you for you. It was in my head and I could not get the word out. Yeah, I don't like automated systems either like that, IVR. Yeah, please now log on to our website. I hate that. Bedros, how can I put bullet icons that show user on what section on landing page? Okay, Bedros. In fact, let me show you what you could do, right? So let me go to over here, right? Let me show you what you could do, right? What you could use is the table of contents, right? Let me explain it to you, right? Let me show you, right? Remember, this is all still being built out, right? So don't look at this and go, oh, this is really ugly or whatever, okay? Right? Do you see here the table of contents? These are all H3. So this is built to recognize header 3 as table of contents. You could have done this technically without the word. Well, you can do it. You can change the format of the bullet and the word. And then what would happen is, actually, no, let me just double check your question. That shows you in what section on landing page you use bullet icons. So, yeah. So you could technically, you'd have to do a bit of work to get the icon on, obviously. But look, you can use like the table of contents, you know, to kind of help you out. That would take a bit of thought. You need to think a little bit, but you could use the table of contents to kind of semi-help yourself out there a little bit. Yeah, Sergio's right as well. I think Sergio's on the, you know, short LMS. By the way, hi Kevin. I've never used, hang on, is Shore LMS from Shorecart? So that's the new one. That's the new one, isn't it? Yes, Artif, that's the table of content from Elementor. So what it is, you drop the widget in, and then I've said in the settings, the contents are based on the header free. So in that page, anything that is a header free will be classed as a content member. So there's loads of headers in there, but only they're H3. You could decide on H1, H2, H3, H4, H5. You can have multiple headers as well. But what it does is it picks it up. And it now just I mean, you could, if you want, absolute position it or fixed position it. So as you scroll, in fact, as you scroll down, does Bricks have that? I can't remember, Artif. I can't remember. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. But what's really good about that, is what's really good about that, if I get it back up again, right? If I get it back, if I get that back up again, let's just load. Oh no, it's not that page. Let's go to home, and it will be. Let's just go to this fake one that we created here. So what will happen is, notice this here. Look at the. Sorry, my face is on there. Let me get my face off. Right. Look at the color. Look at the word ingredient. Right. Look at the color. Do you notice the color change? And look at the color method. Do you notice the color change? Look at the color change. Now imagine that was absolute or fixed. So as you scroll down the page, it will then detect when you are on it, or it's now come into your viewport. If that was fixed on the right hand side or wherever, it would pick it up and then you could show it. All right. Pretty simple, easy. It's inside Elementor, table and contents, and it's based on the H3. Manaf, can you do a session specifically on SEO? Well, guess what? Right now, mate, I'm doing this. Look. I'm on a client's website and I'm doing this right now. And eventually I'm going to go and start doing their keywords in a moment as well. Hey, Francisco, how are you doing? Hope you're okay, my friend. Will I do a session on SEO? The trouble with SEO is it's so subjective, and I've done rank math videos, I've done the settings, Google Analytics, I've done GA4, I've even done a video where I spent half an hour doing my homepage and all of that. So there is stuff that you can do to help yourself out. So look, I'm just quickly going through rank math now, just checking the settings, etc. Do you know what? This website we started Sunday afternoon, which was the WordPress installation and the Elementor and the plugins. Monday we properly started building it with the colors, the fonts, and everything else. And it's been a pretty damn good, nice website. So what I was saying, Mia, is that in honesty, it's very difficult to pick between... Look, Tutor LMS is cheaper. In fact, I think it's free unless you go for extensions. It's much lighter. However, you are limited as to how much you can do unless you are really good at your CSS. If you're really good at CSS, away you go. If you're not, you're going to have a think about it. LearnDash is a bit more restrictive in what you can do with it in terms of styling, okay? You can do stuff, but not a huge amount, right? So what do you want? Do you want your bespoke solution, or do you want to be restricted? And then you got to think about other solutions out there as well. Mike says a question. I have empty main description because description is... I would, you know. I still would, Mike. I still would. I would say that it's not going to hurt you to still populate things out. I think I still would. Sorry, let me just make sure I've picked up everything in here. For a full log, role manager, blah, 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 save and continue. Come on, load through. 404 monitor, redirections, we'll do that as well. Schema type, right, I'll tell you now, this is a recipe. Schema type for posts, well, it is a bit of a mixture, but it is mainly recipe. Schema type for that, we will leave as article. Article type will be yeah, okay, we'll leave that as that. Schema type for landing, no, there are none like that. Save and continue there. So what's the role of the keyword cluster for ranking on top page? It doesn't really work like that, Manaf, because you're not gonna get to the top of Google unless you're very careful on your keywords and your client gets their friends and family to search for them rather than giving them a URL, going to the page, stay on the page for 3 minutes. 3 minutes. You can only do it once a day because your IP address gets clocked. When you're outside going shopping or wherever you go work, find your website again on your mobile. Search for the keyword. Don't search for Imran Siddiq because the website is imransiddiq.com. Well, that's easy. No, what were your keywords? So search for your keywords. You might be on page 5, 10, wherever. When you find yourself, you click. You go to the website. You stay there for 3 minutes. You tell your friends and family to do that as well. You do it every day for 7 days. Every day. You do it in the morning. You do it on your work computer if you're at work. You do it when you're out and about. You do that for 7 days. You tell your friends and family as well if they're okay with it. Hey, can you help me out? You don't give them the URL. And within 7 days or 10 days, you might suddenly go from page 12 to page 3 or page 2. You start doing your social media. You start letting people know about your website. You start putting feelers out there. You start doing blog articles or posts. Nothing works instantly. Right, I've got a doorbell. Hold on a moment. I'll be back in a moment. It's all right. My wife's there. She's gone out to the door. Right, okay. Fabian, I have a problem and do not know what to do. The text editor in Elementor is giving me a problem. I have text from privacy generating HTML, but when I paste it, there is no line break in the links. You might need to then modify the HTML then and put in breakpoints then. Can you put breakpoints in the text bit then? So what I would say, Fabian, is you might... Don't forget to hit like if you've not hit like. You might need to... Sorry, I've just got to check that I haven't had a message from someone because someone was meant to come and give me a quote on some painting. Right, just got to quickly refresh someone's website. So just bear with me for a moment. I've just got to go to SiteGround. This is just one of those points where, you know, when sometimes plugins update and the website suddenly goes into like HTML format and it loses its styling. So all you've got to do is just purge the cache. The trouble is, though, Fabian, the trouble is, is that if your HTML code is not optimized with styling, you have no choice but to go through. And I know you're not going to like that. I know you're not going to like that, but if you don't, let me just double check something. Double check. Yeah, if you don't go through and do it, there is no easy option. And I know you don't want to hear that. I know you don't want to hear it, but there is no easy option. And I would then question maybe, I mean, what you could do, Fabian, right, is put the code inside ChatGPT and say to ChatGPT, can you stylize this to read better with more spacing? Why don't you take that and stick it into ChatGPT? Why don't you stick it into ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to sort it out for you? You know, and if you get it to do that, it might work out better for you. Right, I'm just going to double check someone's website while we're here because they said there was a problem, but I'm not sure what their problem is because I've just looked at their website and also no submit button to be found on the pharmacy registration page. Let me just check what they're talking about. No, it's there. It's there. Let me just let them know. Have a look now as I have refreshed the cache. There we go. Right. That should do them. Sort them out. If anyone is noticing any drop in the buffer of the video, please do point this out to me. Yeah, I mean, like what Michael D says there as well. You might need to... look, there's... Hold on a minute. Can I be back in like 2 minutes? Just wait a minute. Hey, sorry about that, everyone. Sorry. I'm back. Basically, I've got someone painter decorator. He's just in there measuring up. So I wanted to just make sure we're clear on details. Hey, okay, right. So back to Manaf then. About the ranking. Yes. So get people to stay on the page for 3 minutes. You might think, what is the importance of the 3 minutes? But believe me, it means that someone's come to your site and they've stayed there for 3 minutes. And you might not think much about it, but I'm telling you now, it can make a difference in how Google see what, And by the way, you could get someone to go to the website, stay there for 3 minutes, but they can do anything else. They can minimize it. It's still classed as that they're on the page. And Google do detect that, okay? Google do detect that. Jeopardy theme song. Yeah, we can stop that now, can't we? Right, let me just shut down this website. Let me shut that down as well. Right, let's get back onto this rank math. So I need to get the client to give me their access to their Gmail account so we can obviously do their analytics, because we can't do that for their website until Google Search Console and all of that. But in a way, it's kind of a good idea that's not happening right now, because what I'm going to want to do is go through and start sorting out their image SEO. Let me just do the settings for that. Yeah, we'll do that as well. Save changes there. With rank math, there isn't a huge amount you need to do often. You just got to make sure that things are working okay. You got to make sure your Google Analytics, your Search Console, all of that is connected. But what I am going to do, though, is go and have a look at the home page of this client and start having a think about what we're going to do over here, because she did share with me her keywords. She shared with me her keywords the other day. There we go, keywords. The trouble with her keywords, though, is they are very, very broad. They're very, very broad. And I'm going to have to get her to think a little bit honed in a bit, because she's got food blog, recipe blog. That's too broad. Way too broad, okay? And it's not going to work very well. But anyway, let's just go into this page, and I'm going to try and do something on her home page. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so Fabian, what I'm saying is search for the website or search for the keyword. You need to think about the keyword. So if your website, like this is dinner at Ali's, you don't search for dinner at Ali's. You got to kind of search for something related to it in terms of the keyword. And then you got to find the website on page 10 or page 12 or something. And then after you find it, then you need to basically then you need to go and stay on there for 3 minutes. But you don't go via, if you go via the URL link, you've bypassed Google. Now you might turn around and go, yeah, but they're still on the page. Yeah, but if they go through Google, it is far more powerful. It is far more powerful. And of course, make sure you get your client to do the Google Business Profile. Do you know how many people don't bother with Google Business Profile? Do you know how many people don't do that? And they're missing a huge trick, right? You gotta do your business profile. Hey Matt, how are you doing? How are you doing? So right now, this page is scoring 19 out of 100. It's not doing too well at all. We have got to think about what are we gonna do here. And the obvious problem we have on this page is, I spoke to the client about this. And one of the problems is that other than showing lots of recipes and stuff like that, there isn't really anything else on here that is going to help the keywords. Okay, so I've now got to think a little bit out the box between how can we help them out with boosting and getting that score to 99 out of 100. Hey Linda, how are you doing? I didn't say hi, I just noticed your name, sorry. Hi Linda. Badrula Menzulviki, I have a problem with my website link. It has a V1. What? What do you mean it's got a V1? What do you mean it's got a V1? Have you asked your host provider? I mean, I would probably say your first point of call should be your hosting provider, right? I think in fact, I do need to do something else while we're here, which you're all going to find really, really weird. I might order some food from Just Eat while we're here. Okay, so I'm just going to order some food. I'm just going to put my postcode in first. LE. I nearly said it out loud then. Right, there we go. Just got to order some food for later on, I think. We're going to go for fish and chips. We're going to go for fish and chips. By the way, this is not a website we've built. This is Just Eat, all right? So don't give me any grief about it. Pavel, I've created a user registration form in Bricks with a phone number field. After registering, the data of the phone number are not visible in the user... I don't know, Pavel. Can you go to the Facebook group for Bricks? I really, really, really don't know the answer to that. I genuinely don't know the answer to that. I really don't. So we've got delivery, we've got collection. What do we want to go for? I think we're going to have to go for collection, delivery, collection, delivery. What do we go for? I know, to be honest though, who cares about the postcode, right? Who cares? That's not actually my postcode. That's the postcode for the shop. Who do we go for? Delivery or collection? Collection, delivery. What should we go for? Collection, delivery. Let's go for collection, delivery. I don't know what to do now. Do you know what? I'm not going to do this. I'll just drive down and pick it up when I need to go and do it. Right? I'll just drive down, order and get what we need. Matt, sorry, we're all over the place today. If you think about it, Manaf, if you use social media marketing to drive traffic to your website and they're on your website for 10 seconds, it's not good. If they come and they're on there for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, it's good, isn't it? So if you're not thinking about social media marketing to help your website, you're missing a trick. You're missing a massive, massive trick. Thank you, by the way, Matty Check. Okay, you got to think about your social media marketing. Don't ignore it. Why do people keep ignoring it? Don't ignore it. So, Matt, can I ask you to do something, okay? If you're a little bit stuck, okay, and if anyone is stuck, can you please go and, to be honest though, Artif, you know that fish and chip shop? It's a 4-minute drive away. It's 4 minutes away. It's literally just like that, right? It's about a 20-minute walk away, but 4 minutes in the car, right? 3-4 minutes. I might as well just kind of like drive down and order it and then get it, rather than, because otherwise they deliver quite late. So I think it's quicker and easier for me to do that. To be honest though, Matt, if people want to find me online, they can quite easily find me online. Trust me, mate, if people want to find me online, I'm all over the place. You know, top 10 most wanted. Yeah, exactly, Artif. To be honest, right, Artif, the delivery would be 5:45. If after I finish the live chat, I just drive down, I'll be home by 5:15 and I'll have the food. So 5:45, 5:15, son will be hungry. Wait, not wait. Matt, why don't you have Facebook? Why don't you have Facebook? Come on, Matt. Why don't you have Facebook? You can't. That's not a good excuse or a reason not to have Facebook. You've got to change that, Matt. We've got to change that, okay? Because without having Facebook, you're kind of hurting yourself a little bit, all right? And I would strongly recommend that you change that. I don't know how you're going to change it, but I really think you need to kind of change that, okay? Because you've got to get yourself on, okay? You've got to get yourself on to Facebook. Because, like, look, you've got our Web Squadron group as well, so you got to make sure you're on there. Right, I'm going to show you in a minute what my thinking is with this website in a moment. I'm just trying to set something up before I reveal anything, because I've just got to quickly email a client about something that they've said they need a little bit of help with. And I want to make sure I sort them out before they go all funktastic all over me. That's not even a word, by the way, funktastic. Or it might be a word, I'm not sure. I think it is a word. Well, I could be wrong. Anyway, let me just make that into a header too as well. Right, okay, so let me hit update. Right. Dave Den, his Generation Z cousins tell him that oh my God, Dave! They do say that, don't they, Dave? Oh, Facebook is so yesterday. You know, we're all down with what's the in thing now? TikTok. Oh, no one does Facebook. We just do TikTok. You know, we just do, you know, it's more like TikTok. I don't know, whatever it is. Anyway, if you think about it, right, Facebook was very much just about sharing crap and connecting with friends and family. And Twitter was the in thing for getting out there and connecting and speaking to people. Over time, Facebook became bigger the moment we started using it more for forums and groups. Wouldn't you agree? If you roll back the clock to like 13, 14 years ago, Facebook was all about, oh, do you want to be my friend? Do you want to be my friend? Do I know you? What school did you go to? Did we work together? Do you like my photo? It was like that. And then Twitter became like the best way of networking. And then eventually, the more we started using forums and groups in Facebook, all of a sudden, we kind of came back to Facebook. Wouldn't you agree? In a way. And now the amount I used to use Twitter a lot, to the point where I never used to go on Facebook. And now, I'm not on Twitter that much. I'm now more on Facebook. Don't you feel that? Like, we've gone back the other way. And I think a lot of youngsters, when they are now in a profession or they're working somewhere, then they will come back onto Facebook. At the moment, they're more about sharing what I'm wearing, what I'm doing, what I'm styling, which is why they're more into Instagram and TikTok and YouTube shorts and stuff like that. When you're now involved in a profession or a business where you have to learn a bit and connect and network, then you come onto the Facebook, the Twitter, the LinkedIn audience. That's what I think anyway. That's what I think. Hey, Emmanuel, how are you doing? Hey, Brian, how are you? Do you know what? I really don't like Instagram. I really don't. I'm a little bit fed up of Instagram. I don't like Pinterest. The TikTok is becoming more and more toxic. I mean, TikTok rhymes with toxic in a way, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. TikTok, toxic. Not really. No, not properly, no. But it would if toxic was spelt separately. So if TikTok was tock-tick, then it would rhyme with toxic. Think about that. And I am finding that, I mean, you can go onto TikTok and there are good, talented people there, but the majority, it's like most of them are like Andrew Tate wannabes. LinkedIn for me has become a bit of a mishmash. Too many people go onto LinkedIn and go, oh, I used to be, I didn't have money, I didn't have a job, nobody liked me, like even my dog pissed on me, no one loved me. And then people told me to give up, but I said no, and I got a degree. And here's me when I got my degree. Here's me with my scroll, Here's me with my scroll. And now I'm earning like £1 million a second. Look at me, look at me now. Where are you now? All you doubters, by the grace of God, I did it. I did it. That's what LinkedIn has become. LinkedIn has become a little bit of a showboating arena. You do have good people that talk about SEO, WordPress, web design, business, accounting, stocks and shares, property. There are good people on there. But the bulk of it is all about, look at me now. I can wipe my arse with my hands. That's what it's all become. It's like a bit of showboating, isn't it? Yeah, do you know what, Matt? One day, Matt, I will get more into Jet Engine and CrocoBlock. I will. The timing at the moment just isn't there for me to do it. The timing just isn't there. Yeah, exactly, Matichek. It's virtual signaling, isn't it? Like they don't even... You know what really gets me? They have nothing else to say, half these people. I'm now earning lots of money. But you haven't told me what you've achieved. You haven't told me how you've changed the world. You haven't told me how you've helped people or made a difference. All you're telling me is that when you were younger, you couldn't do jack shit. Now you do shit jack. Now you do shit for jack. Right? And I'm a bit like, what have you achieved? What are you really doing? No one cares. Like really? That's all you have to say about yourself. That is for Facebook. Reserve that for Facebook and Instagram. But virtue signaling, it's all over the place, right? It's all over the place. Yeah, I know, Artif. I read that as well. He said he wouldn't. And that's because the amount of racist, ageist, sexist, religious, whatever kind of comments on there is immense. You've got people, different groups, people attacking one another. Keyboard warriors. You've got faiths attacking one another. You've got faiths within faiths attacking one another. It is just non-stop. It is biased. There's no backup. There's no evidence. There's no fact. Everything is just, well, I heard this, so it must be true. I read this, so it must be true. So-and-so said this, so it must be true. I was wiping my arse, it must be true. That's all we ever have. But eventually, Matt... I don't know how to respond to that. Sorry. What I will say, though, is eventually I will be doing some in-depth tutorials on Jet Engine and CrocoBlock. You just got to bear with me because of other things I've got on at the moment. I post a lot to LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook and all that, but I kind of intermingle more on LinkedIn and Facebook. Twitter, mainly with friends and stuff, and you get the odd retweet here and there. That's always good. Yeah, it's more about LinkedIn and Facebook, I think, is a great way to do things. Yeah, exactly, Michael. That's what it is. It's an echo chamber for gang mentality, bullies. Yeah, it absolutely is. And I get really offended by, you see, just it's awful, and what I worry, though, is youngsters are getting really, really hardcore influenced, and they think it's okay. And now you can't go anywhere without seeing people up in someone's face doing something silly, saying something to someone's face. And the world is becoming more and more aggressive. The world is becoming more and more aggressive based on that. But at the same time, there are some good people on there. It's just, you know, the world is becoming way, way, way too aggressive. Hey, Paul Ross, we're just talking about, I don't know, to be honest. I think I'm just talking as it is. I'm just working on someone's website, and I'm just going to now have a quick think about, like, for instance, this is their keyword. I'm not liking this keyword, though. The problem I've got, is that these keywords, I've already told them, are not powerful. Recipe blog, you know, these are not powerful words, and I've already mentioned to them that, you know, they're going to have to think a little bit more. You know, healthy dinner recipe. Oh, I deleted that then. Healthy dinner. So I'm going to pop them in, but I am going to speak to them afterwards about how we need to do something different with this, because this is just, it's just not strong. These are not strong. You know, I don't think this is going to help them get found at all. And I am going to try and inspire them to think a little bit differently when I eventually start cracking onto their website. Right, okay. Sorry, not onto their website. When we start looking more in depth into their SEO, and how I can help them out with stuff like that. How are you doing, Eddie, by the way? How are you feeling? You doing really good? Slap them in the face. I probably won't slap her in the face. She's good. She's a good client. You know, she works well with me. But what I'm gonna do is kind of is try and advise them on how your keywords are too broad. You know, and if you imagine your keyword is food blog, right? How many people out there have got food blog? So where are you in the chain? Brand new website. 0 visitors, you know, your social media, marketing, whatever you're doing is all brand new. You're not really out there. How are you going to get people into your website? What are you doing differently? And what I would advise she does is that I would say to her, you need to be doing TikTok. I've just slated it, but she needs to be doing TikTok. She needs to be doing stuff, you know, stuff that promotes. Right, I'm just gonna ask just bear with me for a moment. Yeah, there's some right. Okay, yeah, Alex, if you show them what the competition is, they will well, the thing is, Alex, I did do that. And I think they think that they've got a plan as to how they can help themselves out. So I'm going to advise them that, look, I've taken what you got. I've put it in. Spend a week trying it out. After a week, let's revisit it. So I have said to her, the cost I've given her, we can revisit it as well. Sorry, Eddie, to hear about your cough. Sorry to hear about your cough, mate. Right, so I'm now just going to kind of... See, when you've got keywords like that, okay, the ones I've just shown you, trying to create a meta description for this is going to be pretty tricky. So I'm going to try and give him, I'm going to try and give him something. He's going to share her, excited to share her, what we got, what are the words, her food blog and healthy eating recipes with you. More than just the best food blog. More than just. So I'm gonna let the client like have a think about what they want to go for as a taste tester. Ali loves to cook and bake. Ali loves to cook and bake as a dedicated. So I like to make meta descriptions feel a little bit more alive and active than just like, where are my code snippet videos, Eddie? Which ones? Which ones, Eddie? Which ones you talking about? What, the new ones that are going to be coming out soon? Or do you mean the ones for the PageSpeed 2023 video? There's a link in there for that. The super course, more details will be coming out on Monday about that. The pre-sales for that. And yeah, we are still looking at mid-April for release. We should be okay on that. We should be okay on that. Please don't forget to hit like if you've not hit like already. I've just realised I'm not even sharing my screen, am I? There I go. No. It says share with you. She's excited to share her food blog. And let me just change the word there. Ali loves to cook and bake. And is excited to share her food blog and healthy eating recipe review. More than I'm not liking that. More than just a no, we'll go more than just I'm not sure. Do you know what? I'm gonna go to ChatGPT. I'm gonna go to ChatGPT. Let's see what ChatGPT can throw up at us. Rewrite this to be short and witty. There we go. Let's see what ChatGPT says, okay? This is where ChatGPT can be quite good for you. Beyond mere food blogging perfection. Oh, that's quite good, isn't it? Let's just try that and make it shorter. Let's see what it goes. Food blogging amplified. Ooh, let's make that more homely. Make that more homely. Let's see what it says. Really, Eddie? Are you sure, Eddie? It never takes your meta descriptions. Really? Not just a food blog. It's like a coming home. No, that's rubbish. I don't... Make that very short. Make that very short. God. Now let's see what it does, right? Home cooking elevate. Ooh. Home cooking elevated. That's a good one, isn't it? Hey? Home cooking elevated. That's a good one. Let's put that in. Home cooking. There you go. Home cooking elevated. I can feel it there. Right. We're going to go with food blog. Let me think of a power word with give me a positive word relating to cooking. Positive words related to cooking. Food blog with food blog by dinner at Ali's. Food blog at dinner by Ali's, and I've got to think of a positive word here. Hey, take care, Linda. Food blog by dinner at Ali's. I'm gonna put hundreds. No, we're gonna say with I'm gonna put five amazing, 5 scrumptious. Ooh, that's a good word, isn't it? 5-star scrumptious meals. Let's go with 5-star scrumptious, and I've spelt that wrong. Scrumptious meals. 5-star scrumptious meals. Let's see what that does to our score. So we've got 65 out of 100. All right, we started with 19. We're now at 65. And it melts in your mouth. Oh, yeah, I know what melts in my mouth, Matty check. And it ain't going to be food. Yummy, 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 delicious. So, you know, food blog. But, oh, sorry, I just realized I've spelt that wrong, actually. Ali's, it's 2 L's, isn't it? Food blog and healthy. In fact, I'm going to change that to be healthy eating recipes. 5-star scrumptious meals. 5-star scrumptious meals. Yeah, I think we can go with that. I don't mind if it's been in red there. But anyway, 67. Let's see what we get. Yeah, let's just see. Focus keyword. Yeah. Ooh, wow. Right. Now, let me show you a little trick, okay? The focus keyword is food blog, right? The focus keyword is food blog. So let me show you something that you can do, right? If we go to the home page, and by the way, this is all not done through the connections or anything like that right now, okay? If we go to the home page here at the moment, I'm going to go to the edit, and I'm going to type in food blog, right? And the slug, I'm going to change that to be food blog, like that. So that is now updated, right? So the food blog is now updated. Then we go over to the appearance and the menu, right? And where it says food blog, I'm now going to change that to say home in the navigation label, right? And you hit the save menu. You might need to regenerate or purge or stuff like that or whatever, right? Anyway, so if we now go back over to the home page and refresh that, the score was 67 out of 100. See what I did there? It probably won't have changed. 71. Okay, look, now the focus keyword. Did you notice that? The focus keyword is now in the URL. What? So if your focus keyword is web designer, California, I love that song. Do you know what I mean? All the leaves are down, and the sky is grey. Dun, 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 dun. I love that song. Love that. Anytime I hear that. But if you're web design, California, web design, Planet of the Apes, whatever. Not everyone likes this method, but what you do is you go in and change your home page, but then on the menu, look, it still says home, but the URL has got the food blog in. So you'll have your URL /food blog. That's your URL. It's now in. Because I bet how many times has that not been green for you? And you're like this going, oh, what do I do here? What do I do here? It's really, really easy. It's really easy. Insert name here. Oh, wow. Hey, look, if anything we do helps you out, I feel genuinely really, really hyped up and happy when I know that what we're doing works for you. Okay? So cool, that's my client actually come back because I told her that there was a problem with her subscribe thing, but she's cool with that. Anyway, focus keyword doesn't appear at the beginning of your content. I am going to sort that out, though, in a moment. I've just got to realise where did I put it. I put it somewhere. Where did I put it? I need to move that to be somewhere. I need to, sorry, just bear with me a moment. I need to do something here, but I need to put a container in, and I need to move this header to be there. Where is it? Did it go in the right place? Oh, damn, where did I put it? 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 Sorry, I'm whispering now because I don't know what I've done. I've done something and I can't remember where I put it. No, that works. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Can you just bear with me a moment? I've done something and I can't remember what I did. All the leaves are brown, and the sky is grey. I just walked into your... yeah, look, insert name here. I don't know who you are because your name is missing. But please don't forget to hit like. But if the videos we put out, any guidance we can give you about your business, reaching out to clients, being more confident in your delivery, closing down deals, proposals, thinking about your pricing plans, how to be more methodical and thoughtful in your approach, then that makes me happy. Have you seen the new picture besides the snippet in Google? Have I seen the new picture besides the snippet in Google? Which picture are you talking about? Sorry, which picture are you talking about? I'm not sure I'm focusing there. Anyways, we're on 74 out of 100. Content is 442 words long. Consider at least 600. This is always one that I'm not a massive fan of, right? If you've got stuff going on your page, how much more words do you want to add before you start to go a little bit crazy busy if it doesn't need it? Anyway, look, the content readability is all green, green, green. Okay, the title readability is good. We got our positive word. You know, we got a number in there. We contain one power word. Thank you for the word scrumptious. That was the word we were looking for. That got into there. Cool. Hey, don't worry, Maddie. These are all tips and tricks we're sharing for you live right now. Right, so we're just down to now over here. We got 5 errors. Right. Add an image with your focus keyword. Okay, well, here's the image. Okay. Let me just go to over here. Let's just get that image. Hold on. This is where you will get a bit of a problem. So I need to, this is where we might have a bit of a problem. So at the moment, this image here, if I'm correct, this is, where's the container? Container, right. So we're going to get rid of that. Okay, and I'm going to pop in an image instead. If you have a background image, right, Rank Math doesn't like that. Rank Math doesn't like that. So what it's going to ask you to do is actually pop in a image. Right, so we're going to get our image in like that, and we're just going to set that to be full. That's all good. I don't need to worry about the sizing because everything was layered out correctly. And what we're going to do is just go over here and do a food blog, dinner at Ali's, Ali Warner. And I'm also going to do a healthy food recipes. Like that food blog dinner, insert media, there we go. Yes, it is, Eddie. This is a real live, this is a client website I'm working on. Been working on it since Monday. We are nearly there with closing it off. You know, we're nearly there with closing this one off. And once we've done the Google Analytics and the Search Console, most likely tomorrow I am going to be working on the other pages for the SEO, but then we'll be good to go and hopefully close this down. Friday, maybe Saturday, because there's bound to be a bit of trickle over, but we're nearly there at the moment. Right, let's just go back over to the SEO. Focus keyword, found an image. Keyword density, I'm not too fussed about that. No outbound links, well, that's because we haven't got any in yet. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Content AI, you know, I mean, the trouble is, though, this is not the most powerful, fantastical keyword. That's the one problem. So I'm going to have to get them to think about something that's a little bit, you know, richer. But for now, that 76 out of 100 is an okay point to start off with. And then after further conversation, we'll take it, you know, we'll take it up a notch. Because what's hurting it, in my opinion, is that, well, no, we haven't got, I mean, there are outbound links on here. What's it saying? There are outbound links. I mean, obviously the footer, we haven't built. Yes, sorry, we've not done the footer. I knew there was something. We haven't done the links. Sorry, let me make a note. We've not done the links for the social media. Yeah, so we need to do that. In fact, I could probably do that now while we're here. Let me hit update. Let me see. Where are the links? Where are the links, my friend? Where's the links? Where's the links? Where's the links? Sorry, I've got to find her links. Here we go. Here's the links. Right, okay, so let me copy the link for that. Let's just get them in. Edit footer. So it's quite easy way you can start working through once you've built out your page. If you've already had a bit of your mind thinking about, how the website was going to look. If you start doing all of that, when you then get onto the rank math or the SEO type of thing, and by the way, she will be doing TikTok, just like I said she should. So she is already going to kind of start doing that. And I am going to say open in a new window, open in a new window, and Instagram open in a new window as well. It's always good if you are doing a social link, open in a new window so that their website is still actually technically there. It's not a bad thing to do. Okay, it's not a bad thing to do. Right, let's just check we're back on the page. We should be back on the page. Ish, we are back on the page. There we go. Just check, was there any other link? Oh, we've got something going on here. I'm just going to come out for a moment. Something's gone a bit funny there. I might just need to not restyle it. Regenerate the CSS. Every now and again, you got to regenerate the CSS. Andre, does Translate Press custom HTML? I don't know about that. I have to be honest, I'm not best sure about that. It is a good website, isn't it, Linda? Lester Lorona, how do we use the media query? So the way the media query works is you've got your custom CSS, and then what you would do is look. Let me go. Look. Give me an example of the @media CSS code, right? So let it just very quickly write it. So what you do is you got your CSS, and that applies everywhere. But you might then say, actually, you might do something like this, right? So let me just do the plus sign like that, okay? Stop, right? You might do something like this where you say @media screen, and you might say maximum width 700, apply this CSS code, and then below 700 it applies it. So here with the max width, it would apply this for every screen size below 600, but you might also change it to be min. So you'll say once you hit the 600 threshold, no matter how big the screen is, now do XYZ. So it might be a particular styling, color, it might be transitional effects, it could be anything you want, and that's basically, in a nutshell, how the @media works. Zach Richter, filter post question. If I have two unique sets of posts, each with its own menu, how can I accomplish that? If I have two unique sets of posts, each with its own menu. Oh, well, let me show you, right? Okay, let me show you, right? This website, did I not load it up properly? Sorry, yeah. If this website, right, Okay, let me show you, right? This website has two different types of... What? Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, damn it. Ugh, sorry. Because I forgot I did something there. Right, if you... Recipes is one post and blog is another post. Both of these are posts with different categories, right? This one has its own filter system and this one has its own filter system as well. So you could pop onto here now a different load of page. I mean, look, you have a menu. You can create another menu and another menu and another menu, and you just then pop them onto the pages for wherever you want them to be. It's not that difficult to do. It really isn't. Let me go back over to pages over here. Right. Right, I'm going to give everyone a 2-minute warning. I'm going to give you all a 2-minute warning now because I am going to obviously have to go and we've been live now for 1 hour 25. I think we've covered off a fair amount here, and you've watched me kind of working on a few things here. And I'm going to have a bit of a break. I've had a busy day. It has been a bit busy. Outbound links. No outbound links were found. I'm going to have to double check what's going on there because it should have done that. Yeah, the outbound links. We might have to have a bit of a double check on why that's doing that. Why is it doing that? In fact, I am wondering if I do... Wait, I've had a bit of a thought, so I'm going to do something here. I'm just going to take a copy of this, copy that. Go back to the page, edit page, and I'm just going to stick it into her hello bit down here. Just going to stick that in there. So what we get is this. I'm going to make sure that this layout is middle. That container is middle, and that one is middle as well. Why does it look bigger? What's going on there? There you go. When I see something that doesn't look aligned, I can't let it go. When I notice that something doesn't look right, I cannot let it go. I'm telling you, when I spot something, it bothers me. And I'm actually just going to give this about 30 like that, because I think it needs, yeah, that's better. Just want to double check that looks okay in the mobile because of how... Ignore... When you see the post do this funny thing here, ignore that. Seriously, ignore all that because I know everything is working fine. Yeah, that's all okay. Let's just update that. It's because there's so much loop grids going on. It sometimes looks a bit funny in here, but I know it's actually fine because then I keep going over here to the website. I keep going over to the website and basically where's it gone? Home, there we go. Look, so even though it looks funny there, it's actually all okay, you know. And you know, it all looks quite nice when you have the menu system and everything there, and you scroll down and you know, it's all looking okay. Pretty damn good. Hey, look, you take care, Eddie, okay? I'm actually going to shoot off in a moment now anyway. So, yeah, look, the score is now 80 out of 100. Add an it. Oh. Hold on. I've added the image with the URL in. So why is it saying add an image with the URL? Add an image with your focus keyword. We have got the focus keyword. Add an image with the focus keyword. We have done that. Food blog. We have done that. So why is it not saying that? Sometimes rank math can be a bit funny on you. Okay, look, everyone, I'm going to shoot off now. I really do have to go off now. It's 1 hour 29. We're about to hit 1 hour 30. I will be back tomorrow. I am going to be working late, doing a bit more stuff on this, firing off questions to my client. I will be back tomorrow. I'll be continuing with some more rank math stuff, but I probably won't do it live because I should now be at the finishing hurdle with this website. Send it over to the client for the final review. We get paid for the final 50%. We got paid on Sunday. We get paid on Friday. That's a 6-day, 4.5 days work, 6-day turnaround from the time of the deposit being paid to the final bit. That project gets scratched off. Next week, I focus on the super course and other stuff. And then the week after that, we hit another project. And the week after that, we hit another project. And the week after that, we hit another project. We've got quite a few going on at the moment. And I've got to fit loads of stuff in. And I've got 3 more videos I recorded it last Friday. I still haven't edited. I've got to get onto that. Right. Take care, Zach, Dave, Linda, Michael, Brian, Eddie, everyone, Big Kahuna, Andre, everyone that's been here, Artif, Dave, all of you, Maddie, Mia, Fabian, Maticek, thank you very much for your lovely, nice little donation as well. And I will catch you all soon. Stay safe, because you're all wonderful people. Bye.